Have you ever looked at your bank account and wondered, where did all my money go? You're not alone. According to a 2024 CNBC study, nearly 65% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, including many who earn over six figures annually. This isn't just a matter of how much money you make, it's more about how effectively you manage it. Financial literacy is often overlooked in schools and homes, leaving many adults unprepared to make smart money decisions. In this video, we're going to explore the most common financial mistakes people make and explain how to avoid them. If you want to stop sabotaging your financial future and start building real wealth, stick around. What you learn today might save you thousands tomorrow. Section 1. Living above your means. One of the most widespread and damaging financial mistakes is spending more than you earn. This may seem like an obvious pitfall to avoid, but it's shockingly easy to fall into this trap. With the convenience of credit cards, buy now, pay later, services, and social media constantly pushing lifestyle comparison, it's no wonder so many people overspend. A report by Experian in 2024 revealed that the average American credit card balance has exceeded $6,500. This suggests a pattern of reliance on borrowed money to maintain a lifestyle that current income can't support. The core issue here is lifestyle inflation. As people start earning more, they also start spending more, often on things they don't need and can't truly afford. It's a dangerous cycle that leads to chronic debt and financial stress. What often exacerbates this issue is the normalization of debt in modern culture. Many people view having a car loan, credit card debt, or a financed vacation as completely acceptable. While some forms of debt, like a mortgage or student loans, may be considered strategic or good debt under certain conditions, excessive consumer debt is not. It drains your income, limits your future choices, and erodes financial security. Avoiding this mistake requires honest budgeting and self-awareness. Begin by tracking your monthly income and all your expenses. Identify non-essential spending that could be reduced or eliminated. Understand the difference between wants and needs. Just because you qualify for a credit card limit of $10,000 doesn't mean you should spend it. Living below your means allows you to save, invest, and prepare for future financial goals. It's not about deprivation, it's about financial freedom. To maintain a healthy lifestyle within your budget, set intentional financial boundaries. This might mean opting for a more affordable apartment, cooking more meals at home, delaying the purchase of a new car, or rethinking expensive social habits. Remember, real wealth is often quiet. The person living in a modest home with no debt may be far richer than someone in a luxury apartment drowning in bills. Section 2. Only paying the minimum on credit cards. Many people treat credit cards as a lifeline rather than a financial tool, and one of the worst habits that stems from this is paying only the minimum amount due each month. While this keeps you in good standing with the bank in the short term, it leads to long-term financial damage due to compounding interest. Let's look at an example. If you carry a balance of $3,000 on a credit card with a 20% interest rate and only make the minimum payment each month, it could take over 10 years to pay off that balance. During that time, you would pay more than $3,500 in interest alone. That's more than the original amount borrowed, and for what? Temporary relief or unnecessary purchases? This mistake often stems from a lack of understanding about how compound interest works. Every month that you carry a balance, the interest compounds on your previous balance, and you end up paying interest on interest. It becomes a financial black hole. The minimum payment is designed to benefit the credit card company, not you. It's a clever way to keep you in debt for as long as possible while maximizing profits for the lender. Another common mistake is relying on credit cards to cover short-term emergencies or everyday expenses like groceries and gas. This behavior is unsustainable and often indicates a deeper issue with budgeting or insufficient emergency savings. Over time, using credit as income creates a debt spiral that's difficult to escape. To avoid this trap, make it a priority to pay more than the minimum payment each month. Even an extra $50 or $100 can dramatically shorten your payoff period. If you're struggling with multiple high-interest debts, consider strategies like the debt avalanche or debt snowball methods. Consolidating your debt with a lower interest loan or balance transfer credit card might also help. The goal is to reduce the principal as quickly as possible to avoid excessive interest. You should also examine the root causes of your reliance on credit. Are you spending beyond your means? Are you facing unexpected costs due to a lack of insurance or savings? Addressing the underlying problems will help you gain control of your finances, reduce dependence on credit, and ultimately build a more stable financial foundation. Section 3, Delaying Savings. For when I earn more, a common misconception is that saving money is only possible when you have a high income. Many people think, I'll start saving when I get that promotion, or, when I make more, then I'll open a savings account. The problem with this thinking is that it postpones a vital financial habit that should be developed early. Saving isn't about the amount, it's about consistency. If you can't save $20 when you earn $200, you likely won't save $2,000 when you earn $10,000. According to a 2023 Bankrate survey, 57% of Americans are unable to cover a $1,000 emergency expense from their savings. This lack of financial cushion can lead to debt, stress, and limited options in a crisis. Waiting to save until you're earning more sets a dangerous precedent. It makes saving conditional and reinforces the idea that it's optional. In reality, saving should be non-negotiable, even if the amount is small. It's not about waiting for the perfect financial situation, it's about forming a mindset of preparation and discipline. Wealthy individuals often become that way because they prioritize saving early and consistently, not because they earned huge salaries from the beginning. Instead of waiting for a better time, start small and build momentum. Set up automatic transfers to a high-yield savings account, even if it's just $10 a week. Over time, as your income increases, you can increase your savings contributions without disrupting your lifestyle. Create an emergency fund with at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses to protect yourself from unexpected setbacks. Small steps taken now can lead to significant financial security later. Developing the savings habit early will also prepare you to take advantage of investment opportunities. Once your emergency fund is in place, you can begin investing for long-term goals like a house, travel, or retirement. The discipline you build from saving will serve you for a lifetime. Section 4, Ignoring retirement savings. Retirement may feel like a distant concern, especially if you're in your 20s or 30s, but this is exactly when you should start preparing. The earlier you begin saving for retirement, the more you benefit from compound interest. Unfortunately, many people delay contributing to retirement accounts because they believe they have plenty of time. The reality is sobering. Vanguard reports that the average 401k balance for Americans in their 30s is around $50,000. That might seem like a good start, but most financial experts estimate that you'll need at least $1 million to $1.5 million to retire comfortably, depending on your lifestyle and health needs. Waiting until your 40s or 50s to begin saving makes it nearly impossible to reach this goal without significant sacrifice. Another issue is the lack of understanding of retirement account options. Many young people aren't familiar with how 401(k)s, IRAs, and Roth IRAs work, which causes them to delay opening or contributing to these accounts. Worse, some don't realize the massive tax advantages these tools offer. For example, Roth IRAs allow your investments to grow tax-free, which can lead to significant savings over time. If your employer offers a 401k with matching contributions, take full advantage of it. That match is essentially free money, and not contributing enough to get it is like leaving part of your paycheck on the table. If you don't have access to a 401k, consider opening a traditional IRA or Roth IRA. Even small contributions add up over time. For example, investing $200 a month from age 25 could grow to over $500,000 by age 65, assuming a 7% annual return. The key is to start now. Prioritize your future self and treat retirement savings like a non-negotiable expense, just like rent or groceries. The earlier you start, the less you have to save later, and the more options you'll have when it comes time to retire. Visualize your future lifestyle. Do you want to travel, spend time with family, or pursue hobbies without worrying about money? That future is possible, but it starts with decisions you make today. Don't let procrastination cost you your independence later in life. Section 5. Not having a budget. One of the most powerful tools you can use to take control of your finances is a budget. Yet, many people avoid budgeting because they think it's restrictive, time-consuming, or only necessary when you're broke, but the truth is, budgeting is the foundation of financial success, no matter your income level. Without a budget, it's easy to spend money mindlessly and end up with nothing left at the end of the month. According to a study by US Bank, only 41% of Americans use a budget, even though those who do report feeling more in control of their money and more likely to achieve their financial goals. A budget helps you align your spending with your values. It allows you to prioritize what matters most, whether that's saving for a home, paying off debt, or taking a vacation. You don't need a complex spreadsheet to start. Begin by tracking your income and expenses for 30 days. This awareness alone can be eye-opening. Next, categorize your spending. Fixed expenses like rent and insurance, variable expenses like groceries and gas, and discretionary spending like entertainment. Then allocate your income intentionally, using a method like the 50/30/20 rule or zero-based budgeting. Budgets are not about punishment, they're about clarity and freedom. When you know where your money is going, you're empowered to make better choices and avoid overspending. You can also adjust as needed. A budget is a living document, not a rigid rulebook. Revisit it monthly to reflect changes in your life or goals. Apps like Inab, You Need a Budget, Mint, or Every Dollar can make this process easier and more automated. Ultimately, creating and sticking to a budget puts you in the driver's seat of your financial journey. It's the difference between reacting to money and directing it. Section 6. Not having an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Cars break down, people get sick, and jobs are lost. Without an emergency fund, even a small unexpected expense can throw your entire budget into chaos. The Federal Reserve reported in 2023 that 32% of Americans would struggle to cover a $400 emergency without borrowing or selling something. This lack of preparedness often leads to reliance on credit cards or payday loans, both of which can spiral into deeper financial trouble. An emergency fund is your first line of defense against the unknown. It provides peace of mind and financial stability. Experts recommend saving at least 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. If that sounds overwhelming, start with a smaller goal like $500 or $1,000. The key is to start somewhere and build consistently. Keep your emergency fund in a separate high-yield savings account, not your main checking account. This creates a psychological and logistical barrier that makes you less likely to dip into it for non-emergencies. It's also important to define what qualifies as an emergency. A last-minute concert ticket or a flash sale at your favorite store doesn't count. Medical bills, car repairs, and unexpected job loss do. Having this financial buffer can prevent you from making decisions out of desperation. It gives you time and options. If you don't have one yet, start today. Set up an automatic transfer from each paycheck into your emergency fund. Even $10 or $20 a week adds up over time. And remember, the best time to build an emergency fund is before you need it. Section 7. Neglecting to invest. Saving money is important, but if you're only saving and not investing, you're missing out on one of the most powerful tools for building wealth. Inflation eats away at the value of your savings over time. In 2024, inflation averaged around 3.2%. That means if your savings account earns 1% interest, you're actually losing money in real terms. Investing allows your money to grow faster than inflation through compound interest and market appreciation. Yet many people avoid investing because they believe it's too risky, complicated, or that they need a lot of money to start. These are myths. You don't need to be an expert or a millionaire to begin. You can start investing with as little as $5 or $10 using apps like Acorns, Robinhood, or Fidelity. A common and simple investment strategy is to use low-cost index funds or ETFs that track the broader market, such as the S&P 500. Over the long term, the market has historically returned around 7 to 10% annually. Delaying investing means missing out on years of compounding returns. For example, investing $200 a month starting at age 25 could grow to nearly $500,000 by age 65, assuming a 7% return. If you wait until 35 to start, you'd only end up with about half that. Time is your greatest asset. Start early and stay consistent. Set up automatic contributions to a brokerage account or retirement fund. Don't try to time the market or chase quick wins. Focus on long-term, diversified investments and let your money grow over decades. Financial security and independence aren't built by saving alone, they're built by making your money work for you through smart investing. If you haven't yet, subscribe to Finance Unlocked for more content regarding smart investments. Remember, financial education helps you make informed and prudent decisions about your finances, which can lead to a better quality of life. Section 8. Failing to set financial goals. One of the most overlooked but critical aspects of financial health is having clear financial goals. Without goals, your money lacks direction. It's like trying to drive to an unknown destination without a map. You may keep moving, but you won't know if you're getting closer to what you want. Setting goals gives your money purpose. It motivates you to save, budget, and invest. Short-term goals might include building an emergency fund, paying off a credit card, or saving for a vacation. Long-term goals could be buying a home, starting a business, or retiring early. Make your goals smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of saying, "I want to save more," say, "I want to save $5,000 for a car in 12 months." Break big goals into smaller milestones. Track your progress regularly. Celebrate when you hit those milestones. Write your goals down and review them often. This keeps them top of mind and helps you stay focused. Having goals helps you prioritize your spending. It makes it easier to say no to impulse purchases because you're saying yes to something bigger. Without goals, money tends to disappear with nothing to show for it. With goals, every dollar has a job. Whether it's financial freedom, security, or fulfillment you seek, it all starts with clear goals and consistent action. Section 9. Not tracking your spending. If you don't know where your money is going, you'll always feel like you don't have enough. Tracking your spending is a simple but powerful habit that brings awareness and control to your finances. Many people are shocked when they start tracking their daily expenses. That daily coffee, random Amazon purchase, or subscription they forgot about all add up quickly. According to a 2024 study by Deloitte, the average American spends over $1,400 annually on unused subscriptions and impulse purchases. That's money that could be saved, invested, or used for goals. Start by tracking every expense for 30 days. You can use a notebook, spreadsheet, or app like Pocket Guard or Good Budget. Categorize your spending and look for patterns. Are there areas where you consistently overspend? Are there subscriptions or services you no longer use? Once you're aware of where your money goes, you can make informed decisions. You might find you're spending more than you thought on dining out and decide to cook at home more. Tracking helps you stay accountable to your budget and goals. It also reduces financial anxiety because you're not guessing, you're managing. The more you track, the more confident you become in your financial decisions. You don't need to do it forever, but regular check-ins keep you aligned with your intentions. Money is a tool, and the better you understand how you use it, the better you can use it to build the life you want. Section 10. Not seeking financial education. One of the biggest barriers to financial success is a lack of education. We weren't born knowing how to manage money, and most schools don't teach it. Yet, many people feel ashamed or embarrassed to admit they don't understand personal finance. As a result, they avoid learning altogether. This mistake costs people thousands, in bad decisions, missed opportunities, and unnecessary stress. But in today's world, there are more free resources than ever before to educate yourself about money. Podcasts, YouTube channels, blogs, books, and online courses are available at your fingertips. Start with the basics: budgeting, saving, investing, and credit. You don't need to know everything, just enough to make confident, informed decisions. Make financial education a lifelong habit. Set a goal to read one personal finance book every quarter. Follow financial creators who explain things in a way that resonates with you. The more you learn, the more empowered you become. Knowledge replaces fear. When you understand how money works, you can make it work for you, instead of the other way around. Don't wait for a crisis to force you to learn. Start now. Your future self will thank you. Avoiding these financial mistakes won't just save you money, it will transform your life. You'll experience less stress, more security, and greater freedom to pursue what matters most. Remember, it's never too late to take control of your finances. Start with one change, build momentum, and keep learning. Financial freedom is not a dream, it's a decision. Make that decision today. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Let's grow smarter and wealthier together.